Ladies and gentlemen, tennis fans from every corner of the globe, welcome to a moment that bridges past triumphs and future legends. For as the grass courts of Wimbledon begin to whisper once again with the footsteps of the greats, a new narrative is unfolding, one shaped by ferocious rivalry, mental defiance, and the unpredictability that only this most regal of tournaments can offer. We stand on the cusp of another chapter in a story that has come to define modern tennis, the rivalry between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Two men, barely in their mid-20s, already etched into the lore of the sport with the ink of Grand Slam glory and the sweat of unforgettable battles. The French Open final just 2 weeks ago left an indelible mark, 5 hours and 29 minutes of drama, where thunder met lightning, and the outcome was decided by the slimmest of margins. Sinner, the world number one, had the crowd gasping as he stormed into a 2-sets-to-love lead. His precision, his icy composure, his tactical mastery, it was all on display. And yet, from the other side of the net came resistance, fire, and that relentless Spanish spirit embodied by Carlos Alcaraz. He clawed his way back, saving 3 match points, turning despair into belief, belief into power, and power into victory. The final scoreline, 4-6, 6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6, was not just a statistic. It was a saga. It was war. And in that war, Carlos Alcaraz emerged victorious, collecting his 5th Grand Slam title, reminding the world that though Sinner may have climbed to the top of the rankings, the throne is still contested, every match, every set, every rally. Now the scene shifts from the red dust of Roland Garros to the immaculate greens of the All England Club. Wimbledon, the cathedral of tennis, the arena where giants fall and legends rise. And yet, in the swirl of anticipation for another Sinner-Alcaraz final, a warning bell tolls. A cautionary voice from within the very fabric of tennis tradition. Toni Nadal, the man who forged a champion in his nephew Rafael, has spoken. He knows better than most what it takes to conquer on grass, how quickly fortunes can shift on this fickle surface. He does not dismiss the possibility of a dream final. He does not deny the greatness of these two titans. But he reminds us that the path is riddled with traps, and one such snare may already be set. His name is Ben Shelton. To some, he is the outsider, the underdog, the disruptor. But to those who have watched him, those who have seen that left-handed cannonball of a serve, who have witnessed the audacity with which he attacks every point, he is not a mere challenger. He is chaos in motion. A great hitter, as Toni Nadal calls him. And on grass, chaos is king. Shelton, projected to be the number 10 seed, is not expected to win it all, yet. But expectations mean little when the ball skips low and fast, when rhythm is broken by untimely bounces and serves come at 140 miles per hour. Last year, he marched to the 4th round of Wimbledon in his debut. This year, he returns wiser, hungrier, stronger. His record against Alcaraz: 3 matches, 3 defeats. Most recently, he was dispatched at Roland Garros in the 4th round. But that was clay. Grass is another beast entirely. His matches against Sinner: 1 win in 6. Yet that lone win came in their very first meeting, proof that under the right conditions, Shelton can hurt even the very best. This is the warning, then. This is the seed of uncertainty planted in what might otherwise be a predictable draw. Sinner atop the bracket, Alcaraz at the base, both destined to meet in the center on the final Sunday. But the grass has other ideas. It plays by no one's rules. Alcaraz knows this. He's tasted defeat on this surface and he's tasted glory too. Lifting the Wimbledon trophy last year in a final that shook the sport. He's no stranger to pressure, nor to redemption. Sinner, too, understands what's at stake. He's been building to this moment, climbing the ranks not just with brute force, but with a chess player's mind. And yet, in the middle rounds, rounds where champions are made or dreams are shattered, lurks Shelton. With nothing to lose, with everything to gain. With a game tailor-made for the unpredictability of grass, and a swagger that belies his age. He does not play with fear. He plays with belief. He plays with intent to detonate every rally. Toni Nadal's voice is not one of doom, but of realism. He knows that grass is the equalizer. That for all the talk of rankings and head-to-heads, the surface has the final say. One slip, one break of serve, one failed challenge, and the balance tilts irreversibly. For the neutral fan, the prospect of another Sinner-Alcaraz classic is irresistible. Theirs is a rivalry worthy of the greatest stages. Every point is art. Every changeover, tension. Every match, a microcosm of the struggle between raw power and sublime finesse. But sport is not scripted. It is forged in real time, in the heat of the moment, by men who dare to dream bigger than the spotlight they step into. And Ben Shelton is daring. He is dangerous. He may not yet be a household name, but he carries with him the energy of disruption, the possibility of a storm that derails the best-laid plans. Wimbledon has seen it before, be it Sampras falling to Basel, or Nadal ambushed by Rosol. Names that were whispers became roars overnight. Could Shelton join that hallowed list? Could he be the one who leaves the draw in ruins and builds his own legend among the ruins of others? If he is to do so, he must first weather the cauldron of expectations. He must rise through the early rounds without faltering. He must match Sinner's precision and Alcaraz's resilience. And he must believe that he belongs, not just in the draw, but in the conversation of greatness. So as we gaze ahead to another fortnight of strawberries, sunshine, and center court drama, let us not fixate only on the final. Let us not crown kings before they've earned it. Let us watch with open hearts and sharp eyes, for somewhere amidst the green grass and white attire, there may be a roar rising. A roar that says, this is not a two-man race. A roar that declares, I am Ben Shelton, and I have come to rewrite your story. And whether he does or does not, whether the final is Sinner-Alcaraz 2 or an unexpected twist of fate, we will remember this Wimbledon as one where possibility reigned. Where warnings were spoken not out of fear, but out of awe for the chaos that makes tennis what it is, unpredictable, unforgettable, and